Yesterday, Providence's police chief told us rising temperatures often lead to a rise in bloodshed.
And today, we wanted to know what Providence's mayor has planned to keep folks safe in his city as summertime approaches.
Our in-depth coverage continues live from Providence now with Target 12 investigator Walter Toe.
City leaders acknowledge that it was a horribly violent weekend, and they do say as people get out and about with the warmer weather, violence often ticks upward. Earlier this afternoon on this very basketball court, by coincidence, but definitely related to fighting the violence, a news conference announced the long-awaited return of the Providence Midnight Basketball League. The ideal is to give young Providence residents a positive alternative to hanging out on street corners and potentially being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Obviously, we never like to see any acts of violence, so this timing is perfect for us. We have this along with a couple of other programs we're looking to roll out this summer, and it's necessary to create opportunity, activities, programs, sports for the young men and women in the community.
A lot of young people throughout our city, they either don't feel that support or they don't know exactly where to turn to for that support. And this is a way for us to bring folks in and say, look, this is available, this is here specifically for you.
Tonight at 6, more from the mayor and other city leaders about how they hope that this past weekend's violence was a statistical fluke and not the start of a trend. Walter Toe, Eyewitness News.
And our in-depth coverage continues tonight. The mayor of Providence had already scheduled today's announcement of a summer midnight basketball program before this weekend's violence.
But he says an initiative like this is more important than ever now to connect the community together. Eyewitness News reporter Walter Toe has more now live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom.
The weekend violence peppered the neighborhoods near this basketball court. Now the mayor and other city leaders are hoping to coax kids off the street toward better choices. The violence is connected only by the time frame. Providence police confirmed 2 more shootings overnight. One at the intersection of Glenbridge and Manton around 11:30 last night, where a man was shot in the back and is now listed in stable condition. The second shooting happened around 2 this morning off Elmwood Avenue, but there are few details about that one. But everyone from police to residents tell us they hope the 2 homicides and other shootings are a blip in the stats, not the start of a trend. Bringing back the Midnight Basketball League, which will be played on courts throughout the city, was already in the works. And even before the violent weekend, the goal was to reach young Providence residents on the cusp of bad decisions, to convince them to turn to their community for guidance.
We are targeting that kid. We're targeting the 18-plus youth that would usually just be hanging around, and, with the idle mind, we all know what happens with that. So we want that young person. This is more than basketball.
The league will reach out to entire families, and alongside the courts, there will be city leaders recruiting residents in programs to help them with everything from education to employment.
We will have, our folks right here in the community signing people up so we can connect them to those opportunities. This is all an opportunity in and of itself.
Details about the basketball league will be available online very soon through the city. And again, all of these incidents of violence in Providence over the weekend remain under investigation. In Providence, Walter Toe, Eyewitness News.